What up, folks? Welcome back to Ultrazilla Toys, and today I have a review of the SH Monsterarts Godzilla 1954, better known as the granddaddy of them all, the original Godzilla. Man, this is one of those figures that, like, I'm really glad I didn't review it when I first got it, because I might have given it a bad review. There's something about this figure right out of the box that just didn't wow me. I was just kind of bored with it, you know. Last year we got that pretty good NECA. I really liked that one. It was very high on my top 15 of 2015. And when I saw the product shots of this, I didn't think it looked as good as that, and when I got it, I still didn't think that. To me, there's something about this that kind of resembles the Godzilla Raids Again Godzilla, the second Godzilla suit. I still think that. I still think there's a lot about what they did here, especially like with the ears and such, and just the shape of his head. That reminds me a lot of that Godzilla. I mean, so in your displays, you could really, I feel like you could like display it as either or. Get this guy fighting Anguirus from Revoltech. I think that's a good display for you right there. But I do like this figure, and I've liked it more and more, you know, as the weeks have gone on. There's something really cool about this one, and I can't quite put my finger right on what it is, but it's just grown on me. Something about the proportions of it just look really cool. It's just a really rad figure. So looking at it closer, it's a pretty good head sculpt, I have to say. That is not bad at all. It's really nice. It has a like cool classic feeling. You could get him some really interesting poses. You know, like very nicely done. The one thing I will say though is with this and the NECA, I kind of wish that they, at least one of the two, tried to do a non-black and white 54. I understand the movie's black and white, but Godzilla himself should not be completely black and white. This is a figure, sure, based on a movie, but shouldn't it be based on the character? I don't know. Yeah, the character's black and white, but if it wasn't black and white, you know what I'm saying? I just think it's a little bit of a cop-out. It's really easy to do a deco like this, and I think Tamashii did it well here for this Monsterarts. The dorsal spines look alright, not bad. Not bad at all on either side. I don't really see anything that's like crazy glaring. And overall it's got like a nice like gray, you know, one wash on top of the other. Like, there's a couple of things going on here. So they make it, you know, really kind of pop in that way, even though it is black and white. It's pretty cool. Inside his mouth, his tongue is also gray, a lighter gray. Again, like, the different shades of gray really do make this. I'm not complaining about the deco at all. It does work really well. I do have, I'm not sure if this was like paint chip, if I did it or not, if it came like this. I don't recall seeing it out of the box, so I might have done this, but it's there. Definitely want to point that out, that it's pretty white, I would say. Otherwise, you know, it follows that paint scheme all around. And it works. I think it really does work. Again, I would like to see, hey, maybe Monsterarts, you want to make a variant, give us something a little different. You know, color this guy a little bit differently. That'd be kind of cool. I guess that would be based on the sales of this guy, which I am not sure of at this point. But yeah, he's pretty good in those regards. Not bad at all. His eyes are really nice. I think that's what really makes him pop. His eyes are gorgeous. I really like the way they look. No problem whatsoever. So, design-wise, sculpt-wise, he's really a nice Godzilla. So taking a look at the articulation, got the head here on a nice ball joint. Got decent movement. He could look pretty high up, I think. Looks pretty well down too. His mouth, can't get him like super wide, but it works. I'm guessing the tongue moves. I haven't tried it, but maybe it doesn't this time. It looks pretty tight in there. I don't know if you could see, but I can't seem to do it, so I'm gonna stay away from that. I don't want to chip it or bust it. Neck has a couple of joints in there, some decent movement in there. Shoulders don't get you up that high, unfortunately, but they do turn around. Pretty good. A little tight, but his elbow is double jointed with a kind of a big piece in the middle, so you still can't get it too high. I'm a little stuck here right now. The wrist is on a swivel here and a ball joint, so you get good movement. You got some ad crunch there and waist, but can't get him to move side to side too much. That's kind of a bummer. So really tough to move. It's like, it's a tough one. Just really stiff. I do see in the back by the dorsal spines here, dorsal fins, like the way it's cut in here kind of really makes it tough to move. And throughout you got these little grooves, you know. It is what it is, that's what Godzilla's like, so it is kind of tough, but the choices they made to go up and down over here, I think is what's hindering it. Yeah, look at that, see, it's like two rocks hitting each other, just not going anywhere. That's a shame. Thighs are really work well. Almost loose. Not really loose, but like not tight at all. The knee works pretty good. It's not gonna give you a ton of articulation, but you know, it's double jointed. It's got the big knee piece that like all these Godzillas have. But it works alright. Works a little better than this one. This like, oh, look at that. That came right out. So I'll pop that back in. Well, we have it out actually. This is interesting. It's not a ball joint. It's a straight peg. Huh. Well, that's kind of interesting. So that's yeah, I'm surprised this guy's not falling apart completely, because those don't look like they stay in so hot. Or they shouldn't. Anyway, going back down here, you got a calf-like cut here. That's pretty good. Not a boot cut. He doesn't have boots. And some good ankle tilt, so pretty good on the legs, I gotta say. Tail, these are where Godzilla shines, all of them. You know, lots of joints. Should get him to do a lot of different things, so you get this much of the tip of the tail that's like all together. But yeah, jointed throughout. That's a lot of joints. Not a huge tail, but it works. I dig it, you know? So pretty good. You know, like, except for like the waist here where it really like gets stuck. And his knees being okay for a couple of different reasons, or met for a couple of different reasons. I think he's articulated kind of well. The one thing I will say about the articulation, though, is when you move his head, I feel like there's like too much being exposed in here. See that? It just looks odd, like he has like a little hoodie on. The way it separates like that. It's interesting the way they did it. They could have made this a little smaller, this piece right here. Would have made it just look just a little bit better, in my opinion. Yeah, I like this guy. I really do. Really surprised. And not surprised because I love my Monsterarts, but surprised because, like I said, from all the pics I saw, from having it in hand, for initially, there was something about him that I just didn't care for. I don't know if it's completely accurate to 54 again, but it's definitely a good halfway point between 54 and 55. So I dig that. I really don't mind that at all. At least now I don't. Again, I've had this for a little while now, and so I've had a chance to really play around with it. Isn't that interesting? Isn't that like an interesting thing? Doing these reviews makes you really think about like things like this. Like, had I given, this guy some time early, like my review would not have been so hot, I think. I didn't really like him that much, but now I really like him. I feel like he has a lot of character. So it's pretty cool. Really cool. Here he is next to the Burning Godzilla. So you can see he's, a little shorter, which he should be. The Heisei stuff was really big, and here he is, and to his ultimate nemesis incarnate, Destroyer. I realize my Destroyer's having some standing issues lately. Ha 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 ha. Eat you. Okay, so yep, he's not the tallest Monsterart, but he's not the worst either. I dig him. So that's my review, guys. Not bad at all. I've seen him pop up on some sales, and I think he's definitely worth it. So give him a check if you haven't already. And if you could like, comment, and subscribe, that would be awesome. I really appreciate it. Check out my Facebook page, Ultrazilla Toys, as well. I will have unboxed pics of this guy, and that should be up fairly soon. So give that a check, and stay tuned for more. Till next time, peace out, peeps.